we doing today? Welcome back. I do want to thank you guys for supporting me, for subscribing to my channel, for leaving comments and likes and letting me know how you guys feel on certain things. I greatly appreciate it. Like I said in many videos, I want this to be a safe space for you guys to talk and express yourself and just get your thoughts out there. Get your thoughts out there to the world, and I'm listening to you. Okay, when I comment back and I say I support you, I'm here for you, you're not alone, I genuinely mean that. You understand? I don't want anyone to ever think that I'm BSing y'all, because I'm not. I'm just not the type of person. Okay, I made this channel to create a safe space for people to really express themselves and have someone to talk to who is going to give them feedback. Now, of course, as my channel grows, it will be harder for me to get to everyone, but I promise you, no matter how big I make it, I will try my best to talk to every single last one of y'all as if y'all my sisters, my cousins, as if we family, because in God's eyes, we are all his children. So in some way, shape, or form, we are related spiritually, okay? So I just want to get that out there. So you already see the title of this video, what we're going to be talking about today. But before we get too deep into the video, you know we have to set affirmations. And today's affirmation will be, I am brave and capable, okay? Because we are. There is no reason for you to be living life comfortable, you know, especially if you're not where you want to be in life. There's no reason for you to be living in fear and anxiety and depression and, you know, feeling like you are lacking, that you can't do something. There's no reason to ever live your life like that, right? Your mind is what creates your reality, and everyone is in their own reality. And I would love that no matter what our reality, you know, contains in our lives, but it's full with nothing but bravery and capability, because whatever you want to do in life, you can do it, okay? Nothing is too high, okay? Don't ever limit yourself to anything. Don't ever settle for anything. You deserve it all, baby. Whatever you want out of life, you deserve it. It's yours. Just go get your now. Ahora. But no, seriously. So let's say it again. I am brave and capable. So let's get right into it. Okay. So as you can see from the title, we'll be talking about, excuse my books in the back, I was reading before I had got on camera. Sometimes I just pick up the camera and I just start rolling for y'all, because I all these voices and thoughts in my head start flowing. I'm like, I gotta talk. So as you can see from the title of this video, we will be speaking on women being more emotional than men. Okay, and this is a conversation I have had with a few people. And I think it's kind of unfair to women that people really get the misconception that women are more emotional, right? Because when you say that women are more emotional, what is emotional exactly? You know, if you define being emotional as someone who is just crying and sad or upset, and when they are, you know, feeling their emotions intently, that it causes them to, you know, release it in many different ways, shapes, or forms, whatever that is. But you connect being emotional to any type of negative emotion, which can be sadness or being angry or whatever. We have a total misconception of emotional. Okay, so let's first define what is emotional. So being emotional, textbook definition, there are many different definitions, but they all basically correlate to one another. So I'm going to read it to you guys from my laptop. It is relating to a person's emotions. Then you also have arousing or characterized by intense feelings, or a person having feelings that are easily excited and openly displayed, right? And then so when you also look up what does being emotional mean, it's having and expressing strong feelings, right? So why do we only correlate that to women? Men don't have emotions that they express intensely. Men don't have intense feelings. Men don't easily get excited and openly display. You know, I know that there is a misconception out there that a lot of men are, you know, heartless or emotionalist and all these other things, but they're not. You know, and it's just the fact of the matter, because They can't be because they're humans at the end of the day, unless men are something else that we just can't define. But at the end of the day, they are human beings, right? And so we have to treat them like human beings. And human beings, our bodies run off feelings, right? So I'm even going to try to see if I can insert a chart of emotions and just feelings. But there are many different emotions. There are many different things that you can feel, whether it is you being anxious, whether it's you feeling depression, whether is it you feeling angry, mad, sad, embarrassed. Like, there are so many different emotions that you have as a human that you display without you even understanding. And I think some people don't even understand how many words there are that are out there that can correlate to feelings in general, but we have such a small vocabulary when it comes to defining what emotions and feelings are. And I think that's kind of what we get misconstrued. Like, sometimes you might even think you're angry, but you're probably not angry. You're probably feeling embarrassed or frustrated, bitter, aggravated, embarrassed, humiliated. There's so many different ways to express anger, and I feel sometimes we even go about handling our emotions just incorrectly because we don't know exactly what it is, right? Like, yes, if you're angry or you're sad or you're happy or whatever the case may be, what is it exactly that you are feeling that is making you feel that way? You know, and there's many different terms, phrases, and words for you to express yourself, right? And this would even brings me to the fact that I definitely feel men and women need each other because, yes, okay, so I feel when women are emotional, they have a tendency of, you know, expressing themselves in a way that may not be seen as the most healthiest, right? Which is what we call that emotional aspect, just like, you know, maybe crying or maybe quote unquote like overreacting. That's kind of like, you know, shaky to say because if a person feels the way that they feel, however they act is whatever. But, you know, just not handling it in the best way possible, not only for themselves, but for the other person. Because even when you're upset, sad, or angry, when you react in a certain way, you are doing nothing but adding extra stress onto you if you're not handling the situation in the most healthiest way possible, right? Which is why it's best that before you express yourself, for you to cool down first, think about it, think over the situation that may have, you know, got you upset or whatever the case may be, and think about what are some ways that you can help the situation versus trying to make the situation already bigger than what it is. Because even if someone says something rude to you and then you say something rude back to them, all you have started is just this tit for tat thing for you guys to just go back and forth. You know, like it never helps the situation, and that does nothing but just add more stress, anxiety, and anger to your body, because now you're then attracting that energy, right? And we don't want that. We're not trying to attract stress and anxiety and madness into our lives. We want nothing but peace and tranquility, baby. I can't express that enough, right? So, like I said, I feel like due to the fact that women have a tendency of expressing themselves, you know, very loudly, they could be very outspoken. They might not do it in the best way seen fit, but women do have a tendency of just getting their point across, right? No matter how they get it across at the end of the day. And I feel men, when they are extremely emotional, when they are feeling down and, you know, they're overthinking and something's really heavy weighing on their mind and they're angry, or, you know, maybe they feel humiliated or embarrassed or whatever it could be, they tend to just shut down and don't say anything at all. And they tend to hoard that inside, right? And so I feel, and that is not the healthiest way to go about things, because you should never hold something with you. You should never hold your feelings within and never openly express yourself in how you are feeling, because then that causes you to never want to express yourself for any given situation. And how can you build healthy relationships with authentic bonds if you are never expressing yourself because you feel like there's really no need to, right? So women can help men as far as expressing themselves, getting their points across, you know, and just speaking in general. And men can help women when to relax, calm down, know when to speak, and maybe help each other on how to go about speaking about things, right? Because even when you have a situation or you have a issue, you know, occurring in your life, especially in relationships, no matter what type of relationship that it is always you guys versus the problem. It is never you guys versus each other. And I think a lot of times when you allow yourself to express yourself or not express yourself in the healthiest way seem fit, right? You are making each other feel like, okay, this is me versus you. This is us versus each other, right? No matter whether it's a friend or a family member or, you know, a significant other. When at the end of the day, if you guys can come together and talk about what the issue is in the most healthiest way possible, when everyone has cooled down, everyone has gotten their, you know, their thoughts together, and go, okay, how can we both work together in order to, you know, overcome this issue, because we don't want to allow this to break us apart. Right? And that's all that this is about. And so I really just wanted to talk about that, as far as, you know, people thinking that women are more emotional, when at the end of the day, we are humans, and humans are emotional beings. It just is what it is. And to think that, you know, one gender holds more emotions than the other is kind of like, it doesn't even make sense. You understand? Because we are all human at the end of the day. We just don't express things or go about things exactly the same as far as men and women, because yes, men and women are genetically coded differently, and it is just what it is. But at the same time, they have a lot of similarities as far as, quote unquote, being just human at the end of the day, having 2 arms, 2 legs, having, you know, both having a brain. You know, we have a lot of similarities, even when it comes to just physical aspects of what you see. And so, and that being said, being that we're even so different at the same time, that's how we can help each other, give each other what we don't obtain, but also give what we do obtain, because we all have our strength and our weaknesses, and we can help each other grow. So I just wanted to get that out. I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys. I hope you took something away from this video. Okay? And remember to be brave, and know that you are always capable, because there's nothing that you are not capable doing. If you put your mind to it, be consistent, manifest on it, pray on it, and work hard towards it, baby, it's yours. You might as well write a check to yourself. Okay? I love you guys, and I see you next time.